baby, right now, 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 now.
Well, happy birthday, Pig, and hello, Bowler.
Hi, LG. Oh, I'm so glad to see your face.
Me too. I am so glad to see your face breathing with
I've
breath
been
coming
isolating.
out of it.
Yeah, for those of you at home, we finally got hit with COVID, which is why we had to cancel last week's show. I was really laid out. Me and the baby got hit pretty bad. We are on the mend now. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's a real. I mean, I thought it was pretty hoaxy when I had it. So I mean, I'm surprised.
I was like, it just made me want to vote more Democrat, which I think might be part of the hoax. But it is. No, it sucks real bad. And but we are okay, and we are coming back from it. And I can still hear it though in my voice and stuff, but
it makes you. I mean, we should probably do a little bit more singing while we're sick, so that we can sound like sultry and sexy. And I am very glad that you are on the mend, even though it really sucks, and it sucks for a while. I'm really glad. And you know what else I'm glad that you were, Bowler?
What's that? Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just glad that you were boosted.
I always do a little dance to the things that you create, like your videos, and the audience never sees them because I'm off the screen.
They make me happy.
Well, that's what they're mostly for. So thanks for joining us on the show, everybody. We actually have some really special guests because today we are celebrating P.I.G's 10-year anniversary. So 10 years ago in this month, P.I.G became an official business and opened up with their first show soon after that. And holy moly, 10 years is a long time to keep an arts organization alive. Look at
all these logos. I think these are mostly Eric. And Eric Fulford. And I think the yeser and ander is Tim. I'm not sure if that was a real logo, but it should have been.
Yeah. I don't know who drew the P.I.G kickoff bash sign, honestly, but enter here. I don't know who drew that one. That doesn't look like
Fulford's. It's beautiful. Whoever drew it was beautiful.
It's beautiful. So 10 years of being around, and for an arts organization, that's really fantastic. And so related to that celebration, we also have two very special guests, which I was doing some thinking, and this I think is true, and they can help me probably verify that our two guests plus myself are the oldest P.I.G members in the community.
The longest serving?
The longest serving, the longest being around.
The longest. Let's bring them in. Let's bring in
Brad and Jimmy. Hey,
you're around. Oh my gosh! And we have an actual we've working folks. We have a student and a working folk here. So extra. I love that.
Extra.
And you know what? I know that the birthday song is licensable now, but there is a special P.I.G one. Do you guys want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yep.
I didn't do anything to that song. That song was just the way it was, and I thought it had to be used. So that's the birthday song.
That's exactly right. That was incredible.
All right.
That was really good.
Happy birthday.
As I said that out loud, us being the longest around. Now I'm thinking Mike Amaral also was around for a long time. So was John Ring. I think but yeah, it's been a long 10 years. Jimmy and Brad, do you remember when you started doing stuff with P.I.G?
I have, as many people know, I journal and have for the past almost 17 years. So I have my notes from, looks like it would have been June 29th, 2012, which would have been my first show at the Providence Improv Guild, which I think it was week 2.
It's been a month. Oh, it was week 2. Okay, I'll say yeah. I was
I know that I missed the first week, and that other people in Sky Punch went to the show. Sky Punch was my improv group at the time, and I feel like we performed on week 2. And I, straight from this email, headed out to our improv show at the Providence Improv Guild. Although the neighborhood isn't great, the interior of the venue was pretty nice. We warmed up upstairs, then came downstairs and went on stage. Our suggestion was birthday. We did scenes, blah, blah, blah. The ending found us in the audience, and we all yelled surprise for Casey, a good creative use of the room. After that, we went to Providence Place Mall to hang out at Dave & Buster's for Jim Bagley's birthday.
Oh,
wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
That's a 10-year-old journal entry. That's awesome on so many levels.
Wow, such a fun little thing there.
I have a lot of great P.I.G memories. So good stuff.
I have a lot of great P.I.G memories with all of you. I remember you at the 3rd anniversary. I think is probably when I met you guys for real, maybe, or Bowler for sure. And
at the 3rd anniversary,
yeah, where we ran all around the city.
The comedy challenge.
Yeah, this was the comedy challenge.
That was the comedy. That's what I remember too. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's exactly how I remember it going.
Yeah,
Brad, do you remember that?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So P.I.G has had. Oh my god! That is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I just pulled up the email with the set list for the gala.
Yes, the gala.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's right, because that was our first ever show. We had like a gala, and then we started to do regular shows.
Yeah.
Right.
So like my old short form, like actually mid form group, I guess is what we referred to ourselves. Boomscones was invited to perform there.
Wasn't this? Tell us. Yeah, keep excavating. I love this.
All right, so
I want to know the set list. This mid form set list.
Call time 5:30. Doors open. Food, drinks dispensed. iPod music 6:45. 7:30 Baby Oil plays a 20-minute set. 7:50 Tim 10-minute set introduces Boomscones. 8 o'clock Boomscones 15-minute set. 8:15 Bowler quick talk about what P.I.G is and will do, introduces Ribs. Ribs does a 10-minute improvised story at 8:20. 8:30 Tim 5-minute set to introduce Goat Mother. 8:35 Goat Mother 15-minute set. 8:50 Tim introduces dancers. 8:50 Hip Hop Dancers 10-minute set. 9 o'clock Tim 5-minute set. And then 9:05 musical improv set. Show ends 9:35. Food and drink till it's gone. iPod music. And then 10:30 everybody go home.
Wow.
Music, man. I love that. Wow. What a little time capsule. I can't believe that exists. Wow,
I had some pictures. I can't get them. I'm afraid I'll crash the stream if I try to do too much. Because there's so many good pictures of that. That's so cool.
Jimmy, what was the do you have the date for the gala? Like the specific?
It'd be June 22nd, 2012.
Okay.
Oh, could you pull that? Maybe you have notes from that.
So if yours for the 29th, Brad, that is, you did have the second week then. That must be
you know what? I couldn't go to the gala because I went to a Suburban Legends concert the week before. I think it was Less Than Jake and Goldfinger and Suburban Legends opened, but
all right, let's hear the notes about the Suburban Legends concert.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. They played Just Can't Wait to Be King. Just have to scroll through so many emails to get back to it.
Suburban Legends. I just was like,
I found like a Marvelous 3 guitar pick from a BRU summer concert series the other day and was instantly transported. So,
wow, we tried so hard for that gala to get as many people in there. Do you hear how hard we were trying? We were like, we're gonna have fucking dancers, we have storytellers, we're having stand-up comedians, we're doing improv, musical improv. Like, oh my god, I love our enthusiasm at the time.
We love a good time. Look at these people.
I do remember we had the gala in the upstairs space at Southside, and we had painted that space and scraped all the paint off the floor of that space to reveal the hardwoods, and then we never performed in there again, basically.
Right. Well,
we were so hard on that space.
That was the big upstairs theater space.
Yeah.
We had we did what's the Halloween show? Red Rum. We did some Red Rum work in there, and then oh boy, I feel like we performed up there while funerals were going on downstairs.
Yeah,
we had a big like the drunk teacher show that there were 40 drunk teachers in the audience. We performed upstairs.
Yeah.
So,
the drunk teachers.
Those
that
were
was like the summer that we were up there for like two months straight.
Yeah, and for those of you who are kind of new to P.I.G, who watched the show, so P.I.G wasn't always located downtown, AS20. That is a very, very new move. We used to be at Southside Cultural Center, across the highway on Broad Street. It was this very huge church adjacent building, community space. We were in this main space.
There's Jimmy.
Yeah,
right by the door.
Shows, and we used to have crowds like this sometimes, not all the time. That was not super regular. But then we also we sometimes performed both upstairs in this like old theater. That's where Trinity Rep started, that building, and then also in the basement. And Red Rum was our Halloween show, an improvised psychological thriller that happened throughout the whole building. We did that actually a few years in a row.
Each year we lost the floor.
Each year we lost the floor. The first year we had the whole building, and it was the most incredible show. And then every year, like, we had more and more parameters given to us by the building, and less, more and more stifling of creativity, I believe.
Eventually it was like, hey, you have to use the women's bathroom in the basement. And then it was like just one stall in the women's bathroom in the basement. And we're like, okay, it's just going to be one expensive ticket.
Yes.
The first time I remember being absolutely blown away by improv that wasn't designed to be comedy was Red Rum Oath, and I brought this was so long ago that it was BYOB in
P.I.G
it was BYOB in the basement. You go up and down stairs. People are drinking. I had a brownie and was experiencing
delicious
3D improvised cult on the last night of like the world is going to end tonight. Here you are, literally surrounded by all of this. It was intense. That's what got me to be like, I need to stick with this for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I remember. Oh, that's when I had my ovary out during the show.
That's
right. Show. I rehearsed, and then like right before it opened, or I think I was in opening night show, and then not in any shows until like the closing night. I was back again.
Torsion.
Oh
my God, that's the path.
Wow.
That's the path. Okay, so this was
show.
Wow.
Like they took stuff straight out of like Scientology. It was like what
we did was we designed an actual cult and then just made a show around it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Cult's still going strong.
That was another good Red Room. That was a really good Red Room. It's had some hit or miss with that show, but that was a really good year. Okay.
I did feel bad for Max because we always made Max stay in that closet like 20 minutes before audience showed up, and there was like a mouse in there one time with them.
Yeah.
The things that improvisers will do for their art and to scare the pants off of people. It's fun to make them laugh. It's even more fun to
Yeah, it's fun to get that reaction.
Exactly.
Oh, that was the wrong one, but it is apt because it is in a graveyard.
All right. Well, so we have a bunch of content to go through to this show. We're going to play some improvised guessing games. So, audience, we're going to do some more reminiscing and talking about P.I.G as we go through. But we want to get into our guessing games because we're excited to celebrate with a little improv. What is an improv anniversary without some improv?
Good point.
So, our first game we're going to play is called New Team. Birds of a New Team.
Pew, pew, pew. Wow, who did that kickoff bash thing? That's very
good.
Wow.
Good. Very good. So this Birth of a New Team, as everyone knows in our audience, improv teams have the most ridiculous team names, and we want one from you. So first, we're going to do Jimmy or Brad. Who's guessing first?
We didn't decide.
Flip.
Oh, Brad guessed first.
Brad,
All
guess what? Okay, so Brad, please step out into a site-proof booth. So just click over to the tab. So
I
audience,
will.
Brad.
I have to put a law student into our housing system, so I'll be doing that.
Oh, great. Do some work.
Wow.
We love time theft. We love.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's doing his job. He's not thefting.
So Brad's going to click over to another tab. Brad is over another tab. And so audience, Brad cannot see what you suggest. So audience, now in the comments, please write in some ridiculous improv team names. They do not have to be real ones. They can be if you really want them to be. You can make them up first time ever. And we are going to be having Brad guess this brand new improv team name that he is a part of. So this is Brad's new team that he is a part of.
The seagull-related fish fight that you mentioned earlier, I think, right?
Right.
You could just put words together, and they.
So as these are coming in, I'll say I have been a part of some really ridiculous teams with some ridiculous team names before. I'll say it's pretty. I've had more terrible ideas for team names, I think, also too. Usually what ends up being settled on is like a little bit better. But I was almost on a team called Phil E. Stakes.
That's a great name.
That's great.
Where's
and
Tom
all the
Epstein to
different
back me up?
Yeah, maybe. So,
Bowler, we got some great names coming in here that I don't want to say out loud.
No, but we can pull them up. Okay, my favorite right now is this one because I think that'll be a really fun thing to try to get Bradley to guess. I almost called you Bagley.
That's all right.
Okay, so audience, this is going to be the name of Brad's new team that Brad is on, and Jimmy and I, through the art of improv conversation, are going to try to get Brad to guess this name of the new team that Brad is on that's starting. He's just going to talk the whole time.
There are so many good ones there. I'm trying to decide how mean we want to be.
Audience, before we bring Brad back, flood it with some emojis, please. I almost forgot.
Flood.
That's right. I have to
Remember,
enter 4 law students into the system. So plenty of time. Plenty of time.
We'll tell you when you can come back. Not quite yet. Yeah. Oh, wait. I gotta go back up.
You know what we can do is I did want to just make sure that people again were aware that it is Pig's birthday.
Yes.
Did you know that?
The Jared picture at the end could be my favorite.
I said that to him a few days ago, and he was gracious enough to say thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
We've got some great emojis in here. So Jim Jam.
I think we're ready.
Yeah, Jim Jam and Bradley flip-flopsies.
Okay, I can come back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Brad, you can come on back.
All right, so I'm out.
No, you're not. No.
Oh.
Don't listen to LG.
Oh, don't listen to LG. Never listen to LG.
The show? You don't listen to LG.
No. I push the buttons, Jimmy.
That's it. Okay. No, we're just gonna have we're just having Brad guess the team name that he is on. Which I remember. Yes, I do. Okay.
I
I just sent you an email too, by the way.
Okay, this email. Brad, congratulations on being on a house team.
Yes.
That's great.
Feels great. I'm very excited to be on a team with esteemed performers like Jared.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and also congratulations on being named captain of that team.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about being captain of a team that features Jared. Yeah, I just feel like
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the double-edged sword. You know.
Yeah, we're gonna like. I feel like, just a lot of conversations. are going to have to be had. A lot of developmental conversations. That's fine.
You are going to have to stay hydrated for all of those
Oh,
long
yeah.
talks.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and,
you know,
it'll be great.
I would say like a double-edged sword like Jared, it could, you know, cause a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
trouble sometimes on, you know, stage. We love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, but like the property damage, you know what I mean? Like it could cause
Right.
like that kind of level of
Yeah,
damage.
it's but you know, but it's fun. That's the important thing. Like if somebody comes in feeling soggy, I want them to leave feeling crunchy, you know?
Yeah. I think it's a good way to look at that. Good way to look at that. Yeah, I think, you know, I think what I think to me, I love the team name. I love the team
Thank you.
name. And can I ask about the origin story? Because I'm so curious about how it came about. Like, is it Kool-Aid related?
No.
No. Oh.
No, it was all right. So we had a sleepover.
Okay.
And during that sleepover, we did a Ouija board, and that's the spirits told us like the name.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like Red Rum came to life. This
Right.
is
It's going to be Rhode Island Spirit then.
right?
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah. Well, we were in Rhode Island, so
Right.
it was.
Yeah.
You never leave Rhode Island. You didn't have to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've all seen Bowler's bumper sticker.
Right.
Yeah, I would, you know, a lot of great names out there. Roger Killiams, with like, you know, and it was a really artistically designed logo. We had Jaybird mock up some stuff for us for a lot of different things. It obviously did not go with Roger Killiams, but you know, for a while that was the leader in the clubhouse.
Wow.
I mean, that's
Might I say, like, it's, you know, bold of you as a team to take such a stance against like proper hydration.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we believe in aridity. You know, at one point we considered SERE, SERE, more of a crossword word than an improv word. So lot
you don't want to make the audience think too much.
No. Somebody said small veins for a while. We were almost small veins. But then they're like, oh, is it veins like in your body, or is it like weather veins?
Yeah.
That led to a whole thing. You know, big surprise where it went with a weather vein with Jared on the team. But it got filthy like quickly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Storms are brewing.
Yeah.
I like that it's a little bit alliterative too, you know, but not too alliterative.
No. You never want to be alliterative when you're talking about, you know, Rhode Island and not enough hydration.
Right.
It's the ocean state, you know, there's water everywhere.
Yeah, but not a drop to drink.
Yeah, thanks to your team.
Yeah, you know, we tried Coleridge coffee milk. We tried, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you guys remember brainstorming names with different groups that you've been on, but it is a chore.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I was like, oh, like let's drink all the water in town. And nope, we didn't.
Yeah, it's like the whole like balloon of ideas just keeps getting more and more full, and then suddenly it's gone.
Yeah. Where are you gonna go when it gets too full?
Yeah. We tried Baby's Black Balloon. You know, a Goo Goo Dolls reference.
Yeah.
Did not land.
Did not land.
Huh.
No,
Flew like a Led Zeppelin, I'll tell you that. Musical.
Yeah.
I am really at sea here, not gonna lie.
Well, you know what? I think I like as a Rhode Islander, I think this is kind of one of those terms that I used to get teased about, you know, because there's a kind of one of people are like, what you call it a what? You know what I mean? And so I really appreciate it because I feel like it honors it, and it's like you know, you can, because you know, different states have different names for things.
Right. I was worried it would be too similar to a name we had already done. Like at one point we had afternoon bubbles, and I was like, oh, like is using the word bubblers.
But
but
it's just different enough, right?
Yeah, I had first heard that when I was in Milwaukee. So then when I moved to Rhode Island, it was like, oh, it's just like, you know, just like a new home.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's weird. And then it was like, well, do we want bubbles, like the bubblers to be the like adjectival phrase, or do we want that to be the noun? Do we want like a burst bubbler?
Yeah, right. But like a burst bubbler just doesn't have the same ring to it as your team name does.
Yeah, well, it's a collective noun like the Miami Heat or the Orlando Magic, and it's hard to write about those organizations because you're thinking it's a group of people, and we want to emphasize the groupness.
And not only the groupness, but like the action that this group is going to take.
Yeah, it's very active phrase.
Yeah, we bringing in our participles, we're diagramming sentences. Bursting bubblers was almost the name.
Almost the name. Yeah.
Almost. We were so close.
Yeah, but you know, you don't like that. Now that you say it out loud, I don't like that as much as your actual name.
Yeah, right. It's
about it.
Like it's kind of the opposite of improv. Where like in improv, you just want to be doing the thing, but like your name is not quite that.
Yeah, it's gotta have like a ring to it, like ba ba ba.
Like we've just done this, and now we're here to do improv.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Yeah, I mean, recently burst bubblers was it went to print, and there was a typo, and we went with the typo, so it wasn't recently burst.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that's yeah.
What a stupid team name that would be.
Kind of like a call to action at the end of the set too.
Yeah, right. It's kind of saying to the audience, like, this is what we want you to do. Like this is your directive.
Right. A lot of that came. I don't know if you remember the movie Empire Records, and at the end they were like, "Damn the man, save the empire."
Yeah.
That just
like that. Yeah. So we just a lot of different action verbs, commands. Break the bubblers, ban the bubblers.
Yeah, right.
And then you almost got there. You were just
at one point.
It
was boob the bubblers, and I'm like, I don't think boob is a noun or is a verb.
I actually, if it's not too late to change it to that, that's
Well, verbing weirds language, so do what you got to do. Don't boob it up anyway. But break. We wanted the idea of kind of a little bit of chaos.
Yeah.
So burst the bubblers.
Yeah.
That is
what we landed on.
Name.
Burst the bubbler, burst the bubbler.
Oh my goodness. Guessing games are hard.
Yeah,
that was so good! Yay!
And I love playing Party Quirks. I love being the host in Party Quirks and guessing. But then you have the advantage of number one, guessing 3 things, and also being able to use the environment. And I don't have that online right now. I mean,
I feel like on stage we would have like given it to you with like bursted bubblers too, because we were like, let's keep the game moving. It's cool. But we were like, no. Yeah. You have to get it exactly.
We decided to be real mean.
That we needed to do it exactly.
Yeah. I noticed Jess Harris is in the crowd here. She now once again lives here in Rhode Island, or is in Rhode Island, so she can attend shows in person soon.
Hey.
So she was here. She went to Florida. She's back. We're glad she exists. We're glad she exists in Rhode Island.
I want to make sure that everybody knows that this is the new.
Pretty good. It's a story. I was sleeping one day and then boom, it just came to me.
Yep. I just love that. That's the new. Jess, come visit.
We have, speaking of visiting, we also have a special 10th anniversary show coming up at P.I.G on Saturday, which coincidentally the 4 of us can't be at. But I think it's going to be a really great time. It was just scheduling. What are you doing?
Oh, but we have a birthday message. I think for someone who also can't be there. Is now a good time to play that?
Yeah.
This is a video that was submitted, and it's got a lot of text. I didn't get a chance to do the voices, but I think the video is really important anyway. It's a happy birthday message, so let's.
Hey, what's going on, Providence Improv Guild? It's me, Andy the Landscaper. I just wanted to let you know that after that night when Salwat absolutely eviscerated me limb from limb, I went back to school. I took classes in neo-feminism theories, and I've learned what a clitoris is and about menstruation. No, I'm just kidding. Baba Booey, Howard Stern. Boobies, ah!
Andy the Landscaper. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, Baba Booey.
I cried tears.
Wow.
Never heckle improvisers. Don't do it from the stage, surely. And surely don't do it to Salwat.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know the Andy the Landscaper show, Salwat is a former team at P.I.G. We would pull an audience member up on stage, interview them, and this particular audience member was very drunk, smelled of alcohol, I remember correctly, very pungently, reeked of beer, and was just really being a gross interviewee, and then we just really embarrassed him on stage, I think. But that's the moral story is, you don't heckle comedians.
You don't heckle comedians. I had written like really nice, like a nice, beautiful, like tribute to improv based on that Salwat set, and then Andy just went ahead and out of the blue messaged, so I didn't have to.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah, but that's like.
Did he really mess up Ovaltine and ovulation?
Yes, in fact, okay, so this is how deep the rabbit hole goes. We had to, there's no footage of this. We didn't record that set. So I'm texting people, what do you remember? Katie Booker's like, I think we were on a merry-go-round, and we were the eggs waiting to be released. And then at the end of the set, Katie and Bowler were like slowly inching their chairs closer to each other to have like some sort of physical contact because Andy kept trying to take the chair. It was a whole thing. We had to piece it together.
Yeah.
Wow. Be
Wow.
sure to drink your ovulation.
Okay, perfect.
Sure to drink your ovulation.
Yeah, that's the code. Yep.
So I think that's enough schmoop. We can probably do another game now that we've gotten the beautiful message out of the way. What should
so
we
now
play?
we're gonna play a game called Pig Board Meeting. Jimmy, we're going to reawaken some dormant memories and put you into the Site-Proof booth so that you can be our special board member.
Okay.
At this community meeting. Brad, LG, and I will be trying to get you to guess the very specific demands we have for the next 10 years at P.I.G. So, Jimmy, now that you're in the Site-Proof booth, audience, shoot your diva cup.
If you sneeze real hard, it can.
It did come out once in a show during a musical improv show. It was the worst. Anyways, we Boobies calculator. All right, I feel like the fans are just catching up. Okay, so Jimmy is now in the Site-Proof booth. Audience, what we need from you is very specific demands of what the community is demanding from P.I.G. in the next 10 years. So for example, that could be something like a puppy in every audience member's hands. Yes, exactly. That's a great demand. I think that could be one of them. So we're going to get 3 of these all together.
I just want this one for real.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, I think we can get this one. So we're going to take 3 of these demands, and we're going to try to get Jimmy to guess these demands from us. But yeah, I'm just thinking about other stuff. There was some. We really had some really great shows over these 10 years at P.I.G. It's unbelievable how many people have like come through and talent that we have, and people who have like now moved away and they're like doing cool stuff. And wow, right, improvised the Hallmark movie.
Oh yeah,
there was a Tales from the Crypt too. It improvised the Crypt. We've done Brad and I. I'm going to take a little time to brag about ours. Brad and I had a little short-lived show called B&B's B&B, in which we made breakfast on stage, real life bacon, eggs, pancakes, breakfast on stage, like brought out griddlers plugged into electricity, and served our B&B guests, which were our guests in the show. And yeah, that was an amazing. That
was so fun. I think about like the big crowds we had, the night that we had, I think 2 level 1 showcases, and there were over 160 people in the audience, or when Punch Tantra came through.
Oh my God.
And really just filling up that room, and anything you said on stage was getting a reaction.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We had some like 200-person shows sometimes, I feel like, in that room.
We had some let's hope everything the fire marshal comes by and says everything's great shows.
Let's hope the fire marshal does not come by. Punch Tantra was a group that we had from India that came.
Yes. I still follow one of the guys on, he posts the best food I have ever seen. Every once in a while I'll message to be like, hey, they're very pineapple improv, I think. If anybody in India is
yeah. I'm so friends with a few of them on that. All right, let's pick up some more too. We can pick up some more.
There's so many good ones.
I like this one. I want to pick out this one too. So we've got that first one. This is our first one.
Okay.
And this is our second one. And then I want to a third one as well.
I am writing these down for the.
Oh yeah, please. Yeah.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
My brain does that. The trouble is that all of these are good and we should lobby. We are a community organization. We are a nonprofit.
This is really, I like this one. This is going to be ridiculous and silly. Okay, this is our third one. So we've got our 3 demands of the board, that the board and state as soon as possible. So that is one.
Yes, and not no but.
Yeah, all right. So we have our 3, let's just review these. Our 3 demands of this is demand number 1. This is a demand number 2. And this is demand number 3. We're going to get Jimmy to guess these. Audience, please flood the chat in there with some emojis, and we'll bring Jimmy back from the site proof booth momentarily.
It's a bit. It's okay. You know what? Sometimes you just got to listen at the door and see if anything pops out at you.
I think what's also awesome too, I also want to not like we're not all pig fans in the audience and beyond, but just in case there's any non-pig fans that don't know about this nonprofit organization that you can donate to. One thing also awesome at Pig is that Pig during the pandemic went and figured out how to do virtual shows and virtual improv. We are one of them that came out of this pandemic. And I love having the ability to do virtual improv. I never would have thought it would ever have been possible in a million years before this pandemic. And Pig did that with a few different shows. Would I Lie to You?
The chat,
Word and Go. Remember that short-lived?
Yes. No, Word and Go was a while. And all of the Sitting Duck shows, the iterations of that.
Yes.
I think Ian and Jared's Hump Day Extravaganza, was that a Pig one?
It's still going. I miss it and have to watch the video on demand.
I don't think it's officially Pig like we are. I don't think it's like through the Pig channel like we are, but it is still. They're Pig people.
Yeah.
They can't deny us. They can't deny us now. Yes. All right, Jimmy, you can come on back to the site proof booth.
No.
Hello.
Just some more friends while this is Brad, did you say I know that's the I Never Leave Rhode Island sticker.
Yeah. I don't have that bumper sticker anymore, unfortunately. It'll come back to me.
Yeah.
I can feel it. So yeah, okay, all right. So the hub of the improvised trial.
Oh yeah.
I do remember that. Wow. I love these memories. All right. Jimmy, speaking of memories, in the next 10 years, we've been talking as a community and we want some changes.
We want some changes.
Oh, no, I mean, that's understandable. We've got pretty much a blank check from the government to continue our grant. So
charge.
Yeah, so charged.
I just really want to get up in there and make a difference, clean things up.
Yes. Yeah. And I think not like let's just take like a dry Kleenex and wipe or something like that. No.
Nothing surface level.
No. I want like
real deep clean, like actually change.
Like water, bust out the water.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes to get things moving, you gotta put a little steam in there. You gotta like the steam engine of,
steam
of the
would
days
be a lot,
of yore.
I'd be worried about burns.
Somewhere, turn it down somewhere before steam, please.
Yeah.
Right.
Although maybe
Thanos says it's good.
But I feel like, and I understand that we rent. I understand that we rent from another nonprofit, and that's like fine. But like I think there's still things you could do, because like I rent at home and I have one at home. Like I think, and that's what I think that's like this demand is important, is that, it's about a level of professionalism.
Yes.
Right. I mean, just because we're renting doesn't mean we can't. Yeah. We can't like stop just helping out other people. We can't stop respecting our crowd. Like sometimes, maybe not steam. Maybe we just need to, get things a little wet, a little moist. Get ourselves like a Swiffer wet jet and just clean the space up. All the walls that can get up to the ceiling. A little bit of everything.
I mean,
when you say a little bit of everything, though, I don't know that a wet jet is healthy. For
because it recycles the dirty the wet jet squirt. We're not talking about recycled.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Plus, with the new facilities, we've got to really pour that charge money, where it needs to be.
I'll also say, if we're not at steam, if we're at the other end of the spectrum, like that's some energy right before a show.
I agree. I mean, like, because it's so refreshing. It's so like invigorating. It's kind of like as close as you can get to a polar plunge.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a kind of a plunge.
It's a polar plunge. One could.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like we want the place to feel more like home.
Yeah.
And like if you're gonna do your business, you gotta feel like you're at home on your own toilet with your own portable bidet. We gotta get those bidets flowing.
Yes. I mean, I'm glad we're on the same page, because I think that is definitely a priority in here. But also I think there's other things that I think is going to really add to the enrichment, because I think one thing we got to remember is that, we're not just trying to churn out comedians. We're trying to churn out a compassionate community too.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
that outreach to be big.
Right.
Yeah.
And what better way to do that than to remember that P.I.G is special because we give work to working artists, and the work landscape is going to look different, in this new world. We've got to kind of return to our roots.
Yeah.
Just really root around.
Yeah.
Really root around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like we want students to learn not just like responsibility on stage, but also responsibility off stage.
Yes.
That's right. I'm like, we can expand, we can make subcommittees, we can really like grow this thing and maybe P.I.G needs like a green team. Something like that brings us more to nature. Like you saw the pictures of the cleanup that we've done, and maybe that needs to be a more permanent thing.
I like this idea of a green team. I kind of I want it to be more like almost like a 4-H team. You know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe to it, but like not exactly like
hands, heart.
Like I want to have like that sort of that project, but like simpler too. Simpler.
So kind of taking like the idea of one of our early teams summer camp and just making it like an actual like pig summer camp. I think we can do that.
I also think we can do it. It's for me, it's about the students specifically, and like learn some responsibility, learn what it means to be a part of this specific community, this specific acronym.
Yeah.
And the students being the priority, I mean, make it as custom, to their experience as possible, not just like a whole bunch, but like really a different experience for every student.
Yeah.
Right.
When my niece was in kindergarten, they had a similar thing, but.
Oh yeah, the furry ones.
Yeah, the small furry ones. Yeah. But no, we're adults.
Yeah.
Big, not furry.
Plus, if you drop those, it's like that classroom had to learn a lesson in third grade that it wasn't ready for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think it just sort of like it's like it's like co-parenting, you know what I mean? Like it teaches a lot of patience, and it's about sharing responsibility, and like, and what's best, what's the overall goals, and not just like what your needs, it's like what's everybody's needs,
right.
How do we,
and maybe there's some like symbolism involved with it too, because I mean, if you start with one that's just like teacup size, you don't know how big it's going to be. Just like this organization, you don't know how big a pig that you're caring for is going to be.
Right.
We never could have predicted 10 years ago where we were today.
No.
Because you nurtured it and let other, it takes a village of villagers.
It takes a village of villagers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
saying. It takes a village of villagers. Yeah.
I mean, are we? Oh, so we're not quite giving Jimmy credit. We're
No, I mean, I think he's right. I think every it's like a Tamagotchi, only a pig.
Yeah, a pig in every hand and a village of villagers in every bush.
Jimmy's got it. Yeah, that's basically
got it. Jimmy, I mean, well, obviously that will be your responsibility for the next meeting.
But, am I collecting the pigs or am I distributing the pigs? Okay, I got it.
That's up to you.
Yeah. I mean, you got it.
Yeah.
There's another thing though that I think that this one was kind of a little bit. I had to take it. I've been learning how to do a lot of different stuff for this show and for other things, and so this one I was trying not to take it as too much of a hit to my ego personally that you want to go in a different direction. I guess I'm trying to think of it as more of working together, not passing along.
Right, it's growth in one way or another. It's growth.
We got to get the word out.
That's how I feel.
Yeah,
and
I think it's just about like branding, and I think it's about like. Sorry. You can all hear that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we want to get the word out, and we're like, oh, what is something that everyone would recognize instantly, or who is someone?
Yeah.
That everyone would recognize instantly.
Yeah.
Is that
you need that face?
Ooh, this face. Ooh. Ooh.
I don't.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
I think so. Here's the thing.
I mean, y'all feel a little hesitant about this last one.
No, I think no. Just that I'm worried about the costs, And but I think it's going to be a good initiative because I think it really is going to. People, those cameos are popular right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's got a similar vibe to that.
I just want, like, it's hard for me. Like, I want to think of PIG as an organization of good. So do we want to be associated with this specific entity?
I think that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Right.
Because it is the opposite of good.
Right. But I think about this. What if we use a pig instead of a hairless cat?
Maybe
Ripley could look really cute in like pig ears is what I was going, like.
I mean, was there like a number 2 option?
Perfect.
Number 2 works for me.
Yeah. I mean, who does number 2 work for? So
yeah.
It works for everybody, Brad. Number 2 works for everybody.
Yeah, especially after we get those bidets.
I mean, I like this idea. I just don't freaking know if it's where we want to go with this.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I think that's the lens of I just don't think what I have been doing in my editing is going to be any better for the amount of money that we're going to have to shill out for that.
Well, I mean, maybe if, we work with them, go back in time, then the money that we have now can be worth a lot more back then. I mean,
but what are we
I
going
think
to do
Dr. Evil
with that
can
money?
work with us for that way.
Yeah. Good.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for this organization to, incorporate a little bit of Dr. Evil.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Are we giving it to him?
Oh yeah. Totally. I was gonna pull it up on the screen. I just gotta find it. It was so many comments. Oh yeah.
Yay!
So we have come to the end of our show, everybody. What a wonderful celebration of 10 years at PIG that we could all be at. But if you all are around this weekend, Saturday, for PIG's 10th anniversary show, check that out. You can check out stuff online. Follow PIG on all social medias. Subscribe to the YouTube. You'll never miss a Who's Around show. And but we'll see you 10 years from now, everybody, or maybe in a week or two. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye.
Who's around right now, baby, right now? Do an improv, baby, right now, now. Who's around right now, baby, right now? Do an improv, baby, right now.